We seem to be experiencing some audio issues. Oh, there we go. I
Can you not hear
think I
me?
can. Yes, we can hear you now, but I don't know why your computer hates us today. It's just a thing.
Oh no. So you didn't hear my entire welcome to everybody.
No, sorry.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Wild Moments brought to you by explore.org and, of course, Africam. I tried to make it even more exciting this time round.
Well done,
Uh,
well
we're
done.
joined we're joined by none other than Ali.
Hello, that's me. Yay.
And Ali and I both have flights to catch just after this show, so we're a bit frantic. I'm still in Durban, as you can see from my setup, and I'll be returning to Cape Town tomorrow. Oh no, tonight. See,
You see,
crazy.
this is why you're frantic. You cannot even remember your flight.
Exactly. Anyway, let's go through some hellos very quickly. We've got Gemma that says, "Good morning, all. Have my coffee and you're ready to roll." Nice, Gemma. Then we've got Mindy Tillapal that says, "The dynamic duo. We are the
Woohoo!
dynamic duo. Yes, we are."
We have fun.
And you
We
say,
have
"Yay,
fun.
girl power." And then Zygote greets us both as well. And then Suzanne Bauscher, you say, "Good morning, joining from Michigan." Aussie Jan, too. You're here with your coffee. And Carol Parker, morning from a rainy Ohio. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Remember that we're live and interactive. That's how I was able to say all these wonderful hellos from everybody. So send through your questions and your comments. And if this is your first time joining us, we go through some of the really cool clips that we've had over the last week or two. So to start us off, we have one that is very special. The Oldonyo cam has just been crazy. So the
Ah,
Oldonyo
it's the
cam
best.
is the new cam, right, Ali?
It's a new
It's
child and we love it.
exactly. It is the new child, and we love it. And it has very quickly become the favorite for many.
And we're not ashamed
So
to say it out loud.
we're not. And you know how hard it is for me to pick favorites? And this one, it just came in there and took it, just like that. So the first clip is from the Oldonyo cam. It's a very special animal because it's not something that we're going to be able to see down here. So let's go and have a look.
Oh,
Oh,
let's just start with a bang.
this is unbelievable. It's a striped hyena, if you are unfamiliar with this creature.
And it is extremely, extremely rare.
It's like you just want to absorb it. It is so. If you have never seen or know anything about a striped hyena, it would look like such a strange animal. You would not know where to put that. What are you? Like a zebra dog cat.
A, a zebra dog. I mean, there is another creature very similar to it, which is called the aardwolf.
Yes.
Um, but look at that face. But both of them. I mean, if we had seen either one of them, incredibly rare. And striped hyenas are one of those beautiful specialties of Kenya, especially northern Kenya, that you don't get to see anywhere else in the world. I mean, I've never seen one with my own eyes, so I
Okay,
want to
well,
go to
that's
one.
what I was gonna ask you because I have not ever seen one myself. Well, look at the crest, the dorsal crest. How fluffy it is.
Who
It
says
almost
jealousy?
looks like it was erecting it at that point, and it looked particularly high. Maybe.
Maybe there's another one.
Ooh.
Or maybe there's a lion somewhere, because I mean, some of the sightings that we've had on this camera are just a bunch of other animals all coming to the water hole at the same time. So,
Exactly.
that's pretty
Exactly. So,
spectacular.
Ali and I, neither of us have seen a striped hyena before. That should tell you that they're pretty rare. But when it comes to basic biology, I can tell you that they usually weigh about 35 kgs, but they can get as heavy as about 55 kgs. And I'm not sure if you can
So
still hear me because Ali's face
we can,
says
we
that maybe
can.
you can't.
No, we can hear you. We can hear you. I don't know what you
You
why you're
can?
stressing. Yes, we can hear you, Trish.
Okay. Hey, I'm stressing. My computer doesn't seem to like the internet today. um, and they're obviously nocturnal, so we see them at night mostly, if for those of us that are lucky. And they're usually single or in pairs. So a little bit different in terms of their behavior to the hyena that we know well, the spotted hyena. But they are in the same group, Hyenidae, of which there are only four members: the spotted hyena, the striped hyena, the aardwolf, and the brown hyena. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I would
Anything
compare
you
yeah, I would compare the striped hyena like in terms of like size and what's the other social behavior more similar to our brown hyena that we get to see down sort of like southern Africa. I don't. I have heard rumors of people seeing striped hyenas, but I don't. They're a magical creature, mythical creature. So it's actually pretty cool to see one looming around because I mean, they hang around in the dark. They move when we don't see them, so it's much harder to actually see them. So it's nice to always know that they're still out there. Still milling
Yeah,
about.
yeah, and it keeps the excitement alive, the potential. It's just a matter of time.
Is it though? Because I've been waiting years for one of them, and I'm not sure this is
Yeah,
happening
I
just
know.
yet.
I know. It just helps to keep the fire lit, Ali. Come on, you and I will go to Kenya. We'll find one.
Okay, good. I like this plan. We can. We're going to Aldonio, Trish.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go camp outside of that camp, and then you get to watch us and the animals.
Or
Win-win.
us getting eaten by the animals.
Even better content. Anyway, we've got some more hellos and all of that coming through. Let me get through that. So Mary Momo says it's a good morning from Hot Springs, Arkansas. Can't wait to see what you ladies bring us today. Da da! We brought you a striped hyena. I think that counts. And then we have good morning, everyone. Excited for another great and informative show. And then we have Anna Emerson that says, hi, Trishana and Ali from Boston. Amber Co says, thank you for the show. Hi, everyone from Alison in Liverpool, UK. And then Gemma says, safe travels to us both. Thank you, Gemma. And then Gustavo Garcia says, buenos dias. Oh,
Yeah,
buenos
my
dias
side of
to
the
you.
world. Buenos dias.
And then Netta Debia says, love these moments. Absolutely sweet, super amazing. They really are. And they really are, because in the case of a striped hyena, it's rare. Everybody laugh. Thank you. Ali,
Very
why
rare.
aren't you laughing?
Because, I try, but sometimes you make it really hard. I do love your dad jokes, though, so keep them coming.
Thank you. So I'm in Durban because my entire family has come to visit, and a lot of them live. Dad has returned to Durban with a book of jokes.
Oh,
Um, Mine are bears. Yeah,
okay.
that's all I have
I
to
will
say.
believe you. I want to believe you.
And then yeah, no, I have gotten I know the art of the dad joke. He just kind of spews it out, but you need to slip it in conversation. But he doesn't
So
know how to do that yet. But I'm training.
you've got the
Anyway,
sly like attitude. Well done.
and there we go. Bob from Kalamazoo says, "Good day, ladies, and safe travels to us." Thank you.
Thank you.
And then Zygote, you say that you're very familiar with this hyena. You saw two in real life in your village. Where do you live,
That's
Zygote? We
amazing.
need to visit
Please
you.
tell us. Can we come
Zygote,
visit?
yeah, we're all coming. Whole Africam family is coming to your village, Zygote. Tell us where you
Aiden,
live.
I think we need to go.
We do. Um, Carol Parker, you say bring on those beautiful Ellies. We all love them so much, can't get enough of them. Well, hopefully we'll see some Ellies probably when we're watching the cams, or when you're watching cams, maybe on Tuesday. But today, in our list, there are no Ellies. But speaking of our list, let's go on to the next one. Again, Aldonio, amazing, unbelievable that it was caught in the cam. Let's go have a look.
You know,
So
this actually
casual.
just upsets me because I've never seen an animal give birth with my own eyes.
And
I mean,
all you had to do, Ali, was watch this cam.
yeah. And go to Aldonio. Clearly, we're missing out. This is the place to be. It is pretty. If you're wondering, the
So you
creature that
might
we're looking at
think,
is an eland,
yeah,
which is the biggest antelope that we get pretty much in Africa. It depends on where you are in Africa. They can be bigger or smaller, but some subspecies can weigh up to 800 kilograms to a ton. So pretty big creatures. Very intimidating as well. And they're one of Kenya's specialties. And this one is just producing a new one.
quite quite casually.
Is it stuck though?
I don't think it's stuck. Look at this oxpecker.
I know, like no shame,
No,
no privacy.
go away from there.
Oh no, it's definitely not stuck. It's coming out. Bless you, Trish.
There's some move. Sometimes when you see animals giving birth, particularly giving birth, because I myself have seen just before and I've seen just after, but I've never seen the whole thing, which is also kind of
I am
sad.
with you on that
But
one.
if
Yeah,
the
I am
animal
with you on
itself
that one.
can, yeah, but they can be quite casual about the whole thing. Head down, still kind of interested in the grass, chewing a little bit. Because, I mean, what else do you do? Can't kind of panic or sit in one spot because that just makes you easy pickings.
I mean, maybe Oxpecker thinks it's a nurse of sorts. But look at the amount of flies that are on this poor Eland. She's actually gotten a lot of them, and I'm sure it's because she's not actually swatting them away, and it doesn't seem like she's trying to move to contort those muscles. I would imagine all of her energy is mostly focused on actually trying to give birth and getting rid of all the flies that are on top of her.
Yeah, exactly. So I must say, though, I thought there would be a little bit more movement. Um, but it's a natural process for her body, so there will be times when the contractions will force her to move, and maybe just in the time that she was in front of the cam, that wasn't happening. But I don't think anything was wrong. What do you think, Ali?
No, I don't think anything was wrong. I mean, in the beginning, because I have seen it before where, a giraffe got stuck and eventually hyenas came out and pulled it out, and that was not pretty. But I mean, in the time
Oh,
that we saw it, you could see that. I mean, we saw this video. You could see that the eland's legs were a little bit further. So it's a process that takes a long time. It's not, just like, oh, okay, cool, gave birth, as it happens also with humans. So for some creatures, it's a quicker process. For some creatures, it's a slower process. Depends also if it's your first birth, not your first birth, or so on. So I'm told by my human friends.
and it's actually surprising. Well, not surprising. It's important that you said that because this kind of looked like a youngish Eland. So it could have been her first birth, and that is always more difficult than the subsequent birth. So whatever it is, we hope that her calf was happy and healthy, and that we'll see it on the cam.
Pronouncing
I'm
about.
sure we will. Of sure we will. Uh, Then we've got a Mindy Tillipau. You're asking if the striped hyenas live in packs like the other hyenas. So not all the other hyenas live in packs either, or clans, as they're known. They might associate, but the one that you might be thinking of is spotted hyena that lives in large clans. Striped hyenas, as far as I know, don't do that. So they'll just either be on their own, in a pair, and with offspring, but not in these huge clans
Yeah.
like we see with the spotted.
I think spotted
Then
hyenas are really the exception to the rule in the hyena world. They're the
yes,
ones that form these massive social clans, whereas all of the other ones, they're smaller, they live in smaller groups, associations, if not entirely by themselves as they get older.
and it's actually interesting because the um, lions are the exception to the rule with cats, and spotted hyenas are the exception to the rule with hyenas, and those two often are competing with each other. That
Exactly.
just I just thought of that now. I love when
The
something
chicken
just
or
hits
the
you.
egg, Trishana? The chicken or the egg?
Exactly. Bob from Kalamazoo. Bob, you'd like to know, are they as strong as spotted hyenas? I know that they are in the group of bone crushing hyenas, so they're not eating insects like we see with
Shame. Don't you say
aardwolves.
bad things about aardwolves. An important source,
They're
okay?
not
And
eating
more.
small animals. They are bone crushing hyenas, but I don't know if they're as strong as spotted hyenas.
No, they
But
wouldn't be because
it's
they
something.
are also much smaller. So I wouldn't put. I would rank
Mm,
spotted hyenas as the strongest ones of the of the bone crushing hyenas, as you want to classify them.
the bone crushers. I didn't make that up, okay? I didn't make that up. That is a thing.
I know you did it, but you just said it with an attitude. You know, it's not their fault.
Um, Belinda Desinga is just sending us some appreciation. She said, "Hi, Ali and Trishala. We love and appreciate you." Well, thank you, Belinda.
Thank you.
And then Lynn Bloor, you say good morning from Worcester in the UK. Oh, Zygote's gotten back to us.
Where are we going?
Zygote says, Zygote, he's not giving us the village yet. Zygote says, I saw them both around 9 a.m. in the morning, crossing an open farm field beyond the village. Zygote, as much as we appreciate this information, we need to know where you live.
What country?
What
What village?
country? Well, yeah, even if it's just the village, and then we can go around to the village saying, do you know Zygote? Anyone seen Zygote? And then we have Gerald that says, another stellar opportunity to learn with these ladies and enjoy the morning coffee. And forget about the gnarly Toronto weather. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, weather this year,
Can
I don't even know.
I mean, with like where Ali is sitting, there's sunshine. Oh, excuse me, sunshine. I've got sunshine. I've also got to apologize because I am a little bit sick, so hence the coughing and the tickling in my throat. But I have water nearby, so I don't get a coughing fit. Wow, there's so many comments today. Virginia Paul says, "Oh, fun! I love this too. Wonderful gals. Why, thank you." Carol Parker says, "How exciting! A baby for our Eland. Yes, indeed." Mary Mo, this is interesting. You say it surprises me that she would be out in the open and so vulnerable, just going about her business like any other day. Um, yeah, I guess they have to because it would only make them more vulnerable if they had to lie down or be in a position where they were unable to move quickly.
I mean,
But
some of the creatures do lie down sort of when they're giving that last push. I've seen it with wildebeest, with zebras, and mostly in videos because I haven't seen it with my own eyes. But vast majority of the videos that I've seen, and with elephants as well, sort of the last push when the animal or when the mother is really tired, then that's when you see it lie down. But if she stands, she can still run away from a predator. She is in a vulnerable position, and lions, even leopards and hyenas, this is a great meal for them. So they wouldn't think about it twice, and she wouldn't be able to run away as far. So any sort of edge that she's got on a potential predator, it enhances her chances of survival.
yeah, absolutely. Uh, Five Girl says, props to the mum who can continue to graze while giving birth.
Agreed.
Absolutely. Carol Parker
Moms like
says,
to birth.
talk about an easy birth. She's a trooper. She is a trooper. Uh, and then we have Zygote says, today elephant at Eldonio visited. Um, a nice bull elephant with long tusks. There seem to be a lot of big tuskers there. Sorry,
Hmm.
excuse me. There seem to be a lot of big tuskers up in Kenya. And as Ali so wisely told us, everything's bigger in East Africa.
It is. But in particularly around Oldonyo, because it's close to Amboseli, a lot of the big tuskers of Kenya live around that area, and they do come to this camp. So you just keep your eyes on that camera; they're gonna come.
That camera is just going to keep giving and giving. That's where it needs to be. All right, let's go on to our next clip. I almost forgot we were having these discussions that we're actually here to do something, and that's to look at these clips together. But let's go on to our next clip, which is also a pretty cool animal and one that we don't get to see very often. Well, for me in Cape Town, a little bit more often, but not so often in the Sabi Sands
Right.
or the other reserves down in the Lowveld, up in the Lowveld. There we go. I'm going to sip some water while you watch the clip.
It is really all the rarities today. I mean, it is pretty spectacular. This beautiful cat is called a caracal, in case you were wondering. I think
Gosh, I love them
I
so
don't
much. The tufts on the top of their
I,
hair, top of their ears. There we go.
but look how nervous it is to actually approach the water. I mean, we always see the
Mm.
zebras and giraffes and impala and whatever the case approaching the water very, carefully and being a little bit stressed. And then you see it's not only the antelope that need to worry, even the sort of smaller cats are pretty scared about it. As leopards would definitely eat a caracal as well if they had the chance. So they've got to be careful. Come back,
That
little
was,
cat.
yeah. It almost made me feel that maybe either there was the smell of something else around, or maybe
Mm.
potentially the sound, because it looked very careful,
Yeah,
very
it wasn't
cautious.
comfortable. No, it wasn't comfortable. Didn't even drink. So that already
Mm.
tells you that the animal is not comfortable with whatever it is that's around it. So rather not drink and move off and go somewhere else than risk putting your head down, putting your guard down, and then maybe getting killed, eaten, or trampled by something. The options are not great.
Sorry. I was going to say, I didn't expect trampled to follow up there at the back, but absolutely. Don't want to get trampled.
Well, I don't think elephants would trample it to death on purpose to actively hunt it down, but, you know, they would still not be
But
comfortable around with elephants and so on. So
absolutely.
anything that's like
That
a
was
caracal and a serval, they're part of the smaller cats. And you don't generally, if you go on safari to these places, the grass is pretty long and they're animals that are actually quite short. So just imagine something the size of like a big domestic cat. And you don't really, the grass is long, you don't really see them. They go into a tree or, they hide in a burrow somewhere. You're just not going to see them unless they cross a road or they're very close to you, or you go when the grass is shorter. So it's actually
Yeah.
pretty cool to see them. I mean, I've only seen caracal, actually 3 times. Yay for me. I'm actually excited
Wow.
about this. But twice in the Serengeti, which is very nice and open, very similar environment to Oldonyo, and only once in 12 years of guiding in South Africa in the Sabi Sand. It wasn't even in the Sabi Sand, I lied. It was in the Timbavati. I nearly died.
Well, I've seen one once, and it happened to be sitting on the road in Cape Town and the peninsula near the
Urban
mount.
wildlife.
I said, "This is a huge cat," and then we drove closer, and then could see that it was a caracal, and it darted off. That was amazing. Uh, we have okay, so Zygote lives in Gujarat in India. There we go.
Lots of striped
Wow.
hyenas there. This is true.
Yeah, exactly.
Zygotes were coming to India.
We're going to find you in your village in Kuch, and we're going to go look for striped hyenas. And Zygote also says it's a semi-desert area. Well, that makes sense.
I want to
Okay, so
go.
we actually have. Okay, let's move on to our next clip, and then I'll decide whether I want to show you the bonus clip or not.
Oh,
Gosh, I love Monty.
It's amazing because you don't really see him. I don't know if it's a
Mm.
he or a she. Have we decided how we? I mean, there's virtually no way to tell from a clip if it's a he or a she. It's generally
Oh yeah,
size,
absolutely.
but
Yeah.
maybe we've got a feeling where it's a he or a she.
I
I've
think
been
the
spending too
general
much time in
consensus.
South America because now everything in Spanish it's either a he or a she. There's no it, so it's I struggle not to think in
I
English.
think I think we're going with Monty being a male. Um,
Okay, it is little.
obviously, and he. I don't know why, but we think that he's a male. Now,
I'm not
obviously, he
gonna
didn't get
contest
these
that
two
if
birds.
that's the feeling. Let's go with that.
Yeah, I think actually the. I'm not sure when the last time Monty caught a bird in this way, but it seems that some of the birds at least are a little bit wizened to his tactics, because we've had a few clips now of his near misses, or there was the kingfisher that he had his eye on, and then that flew away. Now we've got these doves. I wonder when the last time he caught a bird was, because his strategy is pretty epic.
It's a nice time of the year. I know a lot of people don't like snakes, reptiles, and amphibians and things in particular because they are pretty abundant when the rainy season starts. But they are amazing creatures. I mean, think about it. They're climbing a tree with no hands. I mean, that's just right.
That's like
It's
super
amazing. They're incredible
super
creatures.
super basic appreciation right there. Like, forget venom glands, forget all of that stuff.
I
They're
know.
climbing a tree without hands, everybody. It's crazy. And it's true. It's absolutely
Yeah,
true.
and and they're actually okay. Once you get past the whole, they're slimy and disgusting and whatever, they're very pretty. I find them. I mean, I
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
want to be friends with them. I don't particularly love snakes. I don't need to handle them, but I can appreciate them from a distance. I don't, I'm not one of those that, oh, look at the snake. I'm going to put it on myself and stuff like that because they also actually stink because they secrete,
Yeah,
obviously,
they do.
substances to make you put them down because they're not feeling comfortable with that. Um, I have happened to handle a python and an anaconda in the past. Very stinky animals. Wouldn't do it again. But they are pretty animals, and they have superhuman abilities. Let's put it that way.
It is incredible. And I think it also speaks to um, intelligence in a way. I know it can also be circumstantial. He's there one day and then he just happens to catch a bird and realizes that he can. But the mere fact that he realizes that this could be a potential strategy indicates intelligence. So I think it's really, really cool to have been able to witness that.
I'll agree with you on
Um,
that one.
Dear NC, you say, hello, I'm late, but I'm here. Thank you for joining us. You are late, but you are here, and you're in time for the bonus clip. So
Oh,
let's go and have a look at the bonus clip, everybody.
oh, hello.
These are martial eagles, everybody. This is amazing.
Um,
Can
can
we
we
just
see the
take a
clip again?
moment?
I'm not
Yeah.
convinced they're martial eagles. I think they're hawk eagles. So can we see the clip again?
Let us open our bird app at the same time.
It's just that the pattern doesn't add up, and I mean it's hard to tell. But I hello.
Are you
I'm
thinking
I'm thinking
hawk
it's a
eagle?
hawk eagle. Yeah,
Yeah.
hawk eagle. Yeah, hawk eagle. That's the name. The African hawk eagle, and
It's
it's a
not
pair of them.
unless it was I feel that they're also a bit. I mean, obviously, if it's a martial eagle, it would have a bib, but if it's
Yeah.
an immature martial eagle, then it would look more like this hawk eagle. But I would agree with you with the face.
Yeah,
Looks
it
more
just
like a
doesn't
hawk
look
eagle.
right for a marshal. Marshals have got like a bigger face, and also hawk eagles are generally in pairs. So they
Mm-hmm.
do form pairs and they hunt together. So I think, I'm not the best birder out there,
Yes.
but I'm gonna go with hawk
No,
eagle
I
rather than
I
marshal.
agree with you. I agree with you completely. So I think initially we thought that it could have been juvenile martial eagles because that would have a similar kind of coloration. But upon looking at it, I agree with Ali that that would be hawk eagles.
Which is pretty
Absolutely.
cool because I mean, just to see the both of them hanging together,
Yeah.
you generally see them perching up in trees. So and the crop was full,
And
so likely they,
yes,
maybe they had a lunch date.
absolutely. On top of that, they were calling for us. And as we were watching them, there were giraffes in the background. Old Donio strikes again. What can we say?
Tembi, bring that Zorilla back. It's your only chance.
Oh gosh. All
Uh,
right, everyone. I guess it's time to say goodbye. Before we go, let's say a few more messages. Bob from Kalamazoo, you say that Monty caught a bird or two 3 days ago. Thank you for that. Go, Monty. It's good to see that your strategy is still working. Rebecca Jean Atkins, you say thanks for sharing. Be blessed and be safe. Thank you very, very much. And then Zygote says that we're both welcome.
Thank you. We will try to get there.
Dion Dunsmore, you say good morning from Baltimore. I know it was a bit late, but your comment came through now. Thanks for joining us. And then Carol Parker has given me a warning. She says, Trishala, the cough that you have, I've had it and landed me in hospital. Take good care of yourself.
Yeah,
Noted.
good.
Noted. Anyway,
Thank you, Carol.
thank you all for joining us. One final cough to say goodbye. I'm sure I'll be better the next time I see you. Thanks,
Oh,
Ali,
thank
and
you,
safe
guys.
flight for you as well.
For
And
you
thank
too.
you all for your questions and comments. Bye bye for
Bye.
now.